I was muted. Can y'all hear me? What is up, everybody? Look at everybody here. My gosh, it must be Blaze show time. There's been so little going on in terms of videos and views. Um, but good news is we are here. We are settled in. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully you can. I'm gonna start up here at the top and I'm gonna say hey to brother. Oh, I need to open the other chat. We got brother Marco, channel member in here. We got our buddy T Fetch, addicted to blades too. Welcome everybody, brother Marco, brother Joe Isabella, channel member. Marco's also a channel member. We've got some of Joe's work out on the table. We have got brother Mark Parks, channel member. Welcome, my friend. We've got Colby in the house. He and I bumped into each other over at MC's. We got Mark Parks, channel member in the house. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. Crazy Roach, welcome. We bumped into each other at Metal Complex. Channel member, thank you, buddy. I appreciate all you guys. Let's see, we got Colby. I think I said hey to him, but I'm gonna say hey to him again. We got Neil McKenzie, channel member. Good to see you, Neil. Who else we got in here? Scroll. Jim Teglorfera, and I will eventually learn that name. GD. I'm not gonna say anything dirty in the first 30 seconds, but it drives me nuts. Thank you, buddy, for your support. Snowtrog, what is up, my man? And I'm probably mispronouncing you. We got Crewware and the best is the best in here, and I tend to agree with him. And he's a channel member. So welcome, buddy. Rody7420. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Glad to have all you guys in here. Hey, Craig, what's going on? Tonight, we're just going to kind of pontificate, right? Chris229, channel member. I'm going to let y'all kind of lead the conversation. I'm going to talk about what I've got going on tomorrow, well, at 4:30 in the morning. Palmer Conley, welcome, young man. Good to see you. Let's see who else we got in here. I think I've covered almost everybody. Space Ghost, channel members in the house. Good to see you, buddy. We got Ed up in here. Good to see you, Ed. Welcome. Happy Friday Night Flicks, buddy. I assume most people are Five Door. What is up, channel member? Good to see you, brother. Five Door has been a champ to me in the channel. He has definitely hooked me up with some bangers. Donald Milkovich, what is up? Good to see you, man. Joseph S., welcome, brother. Welcome. And Demonoc is in here. What is up, Demonoc? Channel member, welcome. Are any of you guys going to Atlanta? Nick, what is going on, my friend? If I'm missing anybody, Paul Mills, the man, the myth, the legend. Good to see you, buddy. I'm power scrolling. Paul and I are in the midst of a trade. Mersal, channel member, what is going on, my O-Light brethren? Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Louie. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you guys stopped by. Cons, what is happening? Yeah, I'm not real sure what the live schedule is this weekend. I know that I've seen several lives from Blade Show. I saw KC go live. I saw Big Red when he was going into the show. My plan is, Kathleen, welcome. Good to see you, young lady. My plan is Dark Gravity and I are going to roll over there tomorrow morning. We're leaving here about 4:30, which will put us at the Cobb at about 9. So we'll go in. I think it opens at 9 or 10. I think 9 tomorrow. So we'll go in, we'll kick it all day, and then come back tomorrow night. This will be my first Blade show where I haven't stayed the whole time, but my schedule is just kind of crazy. And I might have Off the Edge tomorrow night. I haven't talked to Lefty. I'll see him tomorrow, but I'm sure he's not going to be up for it. And I don't know who's going live from Blade Show, but I might double down. I might do it tonight, and then if I make it back in time tomorrow, not at all, Craig. You're never going to put me on blast, buddy. I can take anything. You guys will learn about me. I do not get my feelings hurt. If I do, I'll reach out to you and I'll say, hey, man, you hurt my feelings. But you'll rarely ever hear that. It is all in fun and love. Acid Test Kids, what is up? Who else we got in here? Thomas McDonald, welcome, brother. Good to see you guys. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week. Mine has kind of been non-eventful. Todd Carr, welcome, brother. Good to see you, my man. But yeah, I'm really kind of stoked. I've got mixed feelings because I know when I get to Blade Show tomorrow, I've got a lot of stops I need to make. I've got a lot of kind of little strategic appointments I want to make, but I want to meet and see so many people that I know are there, like Stevie, like Lancelot, like Snuzz. I saw pictures of all of them, a Beard of Doom. They all got there Wednesday, Thursday. So there's a great group over there. And what'll end up happening is I won't meet with any of my knife contacts. I'll end up sitting out in the lobby chatting with all those guys because that's really what it's all about. I mean, I do need to try to get in there and make some strategic stops. Because again, I'm farming for more um, review content that I can then give back to the community, right? That's kind of what I'm working with several companies about, and they're all very receptive. It's just a matter of getting into that rotation, right? They've got people that they typically will send stuff to. Um, I saw KC's live. I did not see EDC. I did not see Landman's. Nick, I'm not sure if I'm following Landman. Hold on. Is Landman EDC? How would I not? Let's see. Is this it? I was not subscribed. Tell me if this is the right page. I would assume it is, but that's the first I've heard of Landman. I'm going to say it is. Miranda, welcome. Good to see you, young lady. Yeah, that's what's so weird about my journey. I think I told you guys started back during the lockdown or whatever, where I started watching MC Lefty, kind of got sucked into the knife game. I wasn't in it. I mean, I'd always collected knives, Big E's knives. Howdy, brother. But I'd never been, I would consider compulsively chasing and seeking knives, right? But yeah, it was about 3 years ago. I got kind of sucked into it a little bit, and then it just absolutely snowballed because there's so much content, and there's only, I don't know about y'all, but I keyed in on a few content creators that I would watch, and that's kind of the loop I got into. I didn't other videos would get suggested to me, and I'd find people like Lefty, like Kyle, people like that I'd get suggested and end up following. But I wasn't engaged in the chat or live streams until Grateful Panic started having his live streams about a year and a half after I got into the community. So that was before my first Blade show, but that's where I really realized how many quality people there are in our little corner of the internet. And we're just a real small representation of it. I mean, I think, and I'm biased because all you guys that have been supporting the channel, I feel like I've known y'all before I ever had a channel. We chatted in other lives. And I think there's a core group of us that, I think there are a lot more. I guess my point is looking at MC, looking at Stas's growth, I think there are so many people that are interested in knives that are probably where a lot of us were many years ago, trying to figure out, what content do I want to watch? Who should I watch? Just starting to just, to discover it. Marisol, the indica is the win of all wins. I'll take it over a sativa any day. That's just me. Happy Friday to you, brother. I hope you're enjoying it. But yeah, so Dark Gravity and I are going, and tomorrow will be his first Blade show. So I'm really stoked to experience that with him. And he's taking his son, Noah. So the three of us are going to ride over. That's true, Todd. It was, if I can remember, it was Grateful Panic had a live. Zach, of course, and Big Red had their lives. And then OCD for EDC. And Jared is really who I watched. I would catch every now and then. That's funny. I don't care who you are. But yeah, it's as a matter of fact, one of the things we're giving away tonight, we're just going to do a couple of one general giveaway that has a light and a knife, but I'm going to give away this Nightcore MT2 Pro, a great little simple EDC torch. Got 2 brightnesses, not super fancy, but has a great clip. I've carried it before I did the review on it. Really like this light. It's got the soft push button. The button actually feels clickier than my both my focus works. Now, Lefty, yeah, it's a night core guns. Lefty would say that I need to replace my clicker, but I don't mod my flashlights. I'm not that insane. Plus, I've got too many flashlights, guys. But yeah, Lefty would tell me this switch has too much slop in it, but I can easily replace that. And I'm like, dude, I'll switch bearings, I'll switch scales. I'm not going to start modding flashlights. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. I like clicky buttons too. Clicky buttons rock. And I'll tell you, some of the clickiest buttons are on these little Maritex, these little LEPs, which are really cool if y'all ever do any camping or you go out hiking and you need just a super bright spotlight that'll shoot farther than you would ever need it to. Like if you are looking for monkeys in trees, these little lights and the Mini, which you can see there, it's just got a big diode or whatever you call that, but it's a laser, a class 3 or class 5 laser that shoots through a deflector to make the light as opposed to LEDs, right? But they're actually massive lights. This one came in at like 96 bucks and this one was like 149. Now this one is the DX Reach Large, which is just, I mean, if I shoot this across to the cemetery and put it in the trees, which is about, I don't know, 600 yards, it will have about a volleyball size throw. I mean, it's not at all a spot. Autumn Wind, what is up? But they are great. And Joe, I went to this company and I forget who they were, but I've got the link. They're one of the main tritium companies because it tells you what size tritium. So I put about $70 worth of tritium, which you can't see here. But these little tubes are exactly, I want to say 6 millimeter by 100. So the tritium tubes I bought, and I bought some really cool glue that I researched that's this UV curing optic glue. So basically, I was able to put a little glue in the slots and drop my tritium tubes. You can't tell, but it goes green, blue, pink, green, blue, pink. But that glue, you could get it in there, clean it up, get your tritium rod set and cleaned off. And then all I did was I took my Olight, no offense, Mare Salt, but it's got a UV light on it and it was UV curable. So I would just sit there and hold that. And literally in 15 seconds, that stuff would cure up solid. I watched Slicey Dicey. I would love Slicey to come back. I watched Rob's live stream as he drove across the country or rode across the country. It looks like he was being a selfish husband passenger, but I know Rob's a nice guy, so I wouldn't call him a selfish husband passenger, but he was definitely riding, not driving. And I hope you're having a blast, Rob. I'm going to be there tomorrow with Dark Gravity. We're going to roll in about 9 a.m. I think that's when it opens. So hopefully I'll bump into you. I'm going to be running like crazy because I've only got the one day there this year. But it's great to see you in the live, buddy. I hope you had a great day at Blade Show. I hope your wife enjoyed it. Looked like y'all were having a nice road trip, and that's what it's all about. Palmer, I think everybody deserves redemption if he wanted it. But with redemption, you've got to kind of come back and make amends, right? And you've got to. I thought he had, when I was young, not young, I've never had been young in 20 years, but when I was young to the game, I found his content informative. It didn't seem shilly, and I don't think I ever bought anything after watching his videos solely where he influenced me to buy something. But he's definitely, I mean, he had a history, allegedly. I wasn't there, but he had a history in the bike world, right? So that happened, I guess before he ever got into knives. And I just heard that through the people that were reporting his transgressions during all that drama. But again, I think people can learn from mistakes. and he is a funny dude. I mean, Slicey people run into bad shit. Now, I don't believe in stealing. I do believe that people can get overwhelmed. When I first started doing giveaways every week before I had my pirate ship, you guys know who are here. I would have literally 5 weeks of giveaways piled up that I would have to take to the UPS store. And people were thinking, God, where's my knife? Now I ship them this week. I won't be shipping anything till Monday. I won't ship it tomorrow because I won't be here. But now I ship right away. But I understand how things can get crazy, especially if you're as big as somebody like that. I think if you want to look at big creators who manage their business, or at least seem to, I give a lot of props to MC. And let me tell you something, Todd. When I agree with you 100%. And the thing that I don't think he can ever make right, the thing that broke my heart the most was Zach's video. I don't know if y'all saw that. It's probably still on his channel. He might have delivered it, but a lot of people, I was kind of caught up in that in a very insignificant way. But Zach was caught up in it from I feel like a very deceptive way for some of his writing talent, and was never made whole. And if anybody knows, I don't think there's anyone kinder in the community than Zach and JB. And if somebody's going to take advantage of Zach, um, they lost me. You're right. There's a lot that would need to be done. And to be honest with you, I don't know if he could come back, because the side of it that I don't know, but I can kind of see from the little time I've had in here how it could be a problem, is if he's alienated himself from manufacturers that he's taken advantage of, which is some of the things that I heard. Now, it's all hearsay. So, yeah. And you didn't miss much, Snow Trog. I mean, the content was good. The attitude was very kiss the ring kind of, if that makes any sense. He seemed a little arrogant, and maybe, I know a lot of people have their personas online, right? They have to kind of play a character, right? That's just the way that they started or the way that they evolved. I'll give you a great example, and this is probably the worst thing to talk about, but I'm known to stick my foot in the mouth. But Greg Medford has very strong beliefs, but he plays a character on YouTube. I have Miranda, thank you. I'm an irresponsible. I had a great job and I was very irresponsible. But yeah, I do have a nice collection, and it'll hopefully grow again, but it just takes time. I'm an old dude. I didn't have it, it took me a while to get it, but I learned from Dark Gravity once I got off my addiction to budget knives, which I still love, because I'll tell you, budget knives cut and operate just as well as a $500 knife. What anybody tells you, if you find the right budget knife, all these are just, a little something extra, the story behind the maker, whatever the case may be. But budget knives are great. But once I started breaking away from having to have them come in every week, and this was before I had a channel, this is when I was just collecting knives because I loved them. Space Ghost, thank you, brother. TGIF. Let me get, where'd my let's do our thank you, brother. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but that is my my gong. I'm trying to come up with like some kind of celebratory thank you type of sound on my little Rode here, and this is the one that everybody uses. So I don't want to use that one. And the one I had, where was it? It wasn't the gong. It was I get lost in my effects. When I was a guitar player, I did that all the time. I had one of those DSP 21 by Digitech, or 51. It was a multi-effects processor with a pedal board. And we played like hippie music, Grateful Dead music, Widespread Panic music. Titanium Justin, what's up? And I would always fuck my effects up. Like I'd be playing and I'd go to just hit a little boost, and I'd be in some flanged out 3 octaves up, weird fucking, it was just a nightmare. Then I went to manual stomp pedals after I quit gigging. That's something else I need to sell. That was my addiction before I fell into knives. It was buying guitars, amps, pedal boards for nothing. I don't play out anymore. I mean, it was just for me to rattle sheetrock. Boys will be boys. But yeah, so who is, I know Rob's at Blade Show. Is anybody else going to be over there this weekend or is over there? Because like I said, I will be rolling in about when it opened. Oh, dude, tell me this. It is absolutely the coolest thing in the world. And you can go there Saturday and Sunday because usually I make a long weekend of it and not see everything. So I've kind of strategically put down a list of the companies I need to talk to that I told them I'd go by and talk to them that I have to meet with. But then I just want to see people, you know. And that's great, dude. Bad financial decisions. Luckily, I'm not in a position to make a bad financial decision, but I've done it so many times. I saw Stevie, I saw Scott in, I saw pictures of Lancelot, Snuzz, um, Forrest. I'm trying to think who else. Beard of Doom, all the guys over at their little Kathleen, it is. I don't mean boys will be boys. I mean, this is a Jay Adams, an old skateboarder quote. And this is what I mean by that. Not boyish behavior, but you don't get old because you quit skateboarding. No, you don't quit skateboarding because you get old. You get old because you quit skateboarding. So you don't quit playing with toys because you get old. You get old when you quit playing with toys. So I didn't mean it boys will be boys in the sense of the way we used to hear it when we were growing up. I just meant that I've switched to shiny shit that means nothing that I collect, as opposed to loud instruments that I couldn't play very well. MPG EDC, welcome, young lady. Mimo, what is up, brother? But I do hope to see some of you guys tomorrow. I hope I don't sleep through it because, like I said, Dark Gravity's stopping by here at 4:30 because we lose an hour. So that's 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. We'll get there about 8:30. What'd you handle, Palmer? I mean, Rob? I mean, that's you could probably list about 1,000 knives you handled, but which one really impresses you? I'll tell you what I handled last week that my buddy got was thank you, Gons. Yeah, if y'all hit the like button, I never asked for that, but I think it does help. I don't know. But my buddy A to Z EDC just picked up a secondhand Strix. And I didn't ever really like that knife. It didn't do much for me. MPG, good to see you, girl. Sister. But he got it in. It's smaller than I thought, and it is amazing ergonomically. I didn't like the look of it. It didn't drive me crazy. But it is a fantastic knife. And then tonight, if y'all were watching MC, he broke out Jared's knife again, the misdemeanor. And I love that knife. When Jared first saw it or showed it, he was showing 3 and I was doing something else. And I don't think I really paid that much attention to it. It didn't strike me as being something so special. But watching MC's take on it and looking at some of the details he pointed out, I'm proud of Jared. I think that knife's going to kill it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's a Riot OEM'd, super thin hollow grind, very well thought out titanium K390, DLC coated K390, which is Jared's favorite steel. Let me find old MC here and show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get to that one part without mute. Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at the chat, but I will be in 1 second. I just wanted to fast forward to. Okay, I think he showed it before that one. Let's see. Maybe he showed it after. That was it. Okay, here we go. God, the music's hardcore.
They're always like super old man, but like For some reason, they're still going.
It's right here. He's about to pick it up.
Yeah, it's probably like I remember you like New Balance being in the 55. Not really. You know, now as soon as and more apparent that then a knife was designed by somebody who cares so much about their own design and is so critical. It's so funny. Jared covered pretty much every base here. This taper right here, as soon as I reversed, I was like, man, this dude, that little taper right there, because he wanted access right where the finger naturally falls. And I laughed. So in the review, I was like,
so what do y'all think of it? Ooh. The one I want to see is the you don't like it 5-door? Yeah, and I didn't like to look at it at first, but I don't know. If he can bring it in under $300 and I'm gainfully employed, I would be tempted to have one of his knives. But I'm one of I like Jared. I want to support him. And it supposedly has that ting. I didn't like the aesthetics the first time I saw it, and I still am not crazy about it, but it looked different on MC's channel for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm kind of like Mark says, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I'll have to see it more, have to touch one, see what I think. And there's that. That's a true reality, because I think the more and more it comes out, the more and more I'm amazed at what those knives are being made for. And like MC said tonight, and I hate to be trumpeting MC, but he's absolutely true. He's calling Chinese makers and designers. He shows this Reich. Let me find it. It's this one right here. I'm just going to point to it if y'all can see my cursor. But it's this guy right here. Yeah, it's that one right there. Let's see if he's going
the lamella. When I showed that on shorts, they called me the lamella. Number one, the lamella is crazy.
So
come on now.
I don't like the knife, right? I mean,
this is one of the most
style. But what he's saying is that is a Reich. It's not stamped titanium. It's milled. It's got a priority tool that comes with it that also has a bit holder. It's like a pin shank, and it's got a can opener, and that's real Damasteel. Okay, so this is a knife made by
impressive knives I've ever seen. It's one of the most impressive production knives I have ever seen.
That's the tool. You guess how much it costs?
It's not bad at all. Why? Why is companies? Oh, Damasteel, that'll be $700. No.
That's what he says. He says the Damasteel markup, you see it on knives at $700. Reich is selling it for $400 with Damasteel. Again, the design is not for me, but if you look at the complexity of the milling, you can't tell me that this knife cost that much more or any more to make than that Damasteel Reich. It's just, what are these actually costing? $150, $200 before they're retailed? I don't know. I just know that if they're selling this knife for $289, I can't imagine it costing much over $90. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I think profit's good. I think the value for me is there all day long. What a great knife. But it's because I've gotten used to what some of these other premium imports charge for their knives, like Chavez. Again, I've always justified the value. I think they're great knives. Um, but yeah, I like my USA knives are my bread and butter knives, and I used to not be that way. Um, and that's one of the things I learned that by staying out of the budget realm for 3 or 4 weeks, the way I was buying them, I would have the money to buy something a little nicer. Titanium Justin, I think they have to be more than that, but probably not a lot. Um, and Palmer, I think there's a challenge there. I think he's got an American company he's working with. I know Lefty does, but they don't move at the same pace. They don't have the same capacity, and they're all working on their same stuff too. So cost is not really the only hurdle. It's getting somebody to be able to produce and make the knife, right? Um, and I don't think it's a lack of some of these designers trying. I just think it's we don't have enough knife manufacturers because in all truth, to quote Shane, uh, China's doing such a good job that they're putting them out. On what, Rhodey? I'm up to hear it. You think you think we could find more USA manufacturers? I agree, but then you run into because I was I worked in a small luxury cabinet shop for 11 years, and we had a national network of dealers who would sell very high end furniture pieces that would be bathroom vanities, right? But our capacity to create those pieces, which were wood, didn't really keep up with demand. So it was always a trouble for us. So I wonder, small machine shops might take it, but where I live in North Alabama, there are a lot of machine shops. Doc Gravity and I were talking about it today. He's got a buddy who does CAD files where you design a knife, he'll give you the working CAD file for a couple of $100. But the problem is there are some, Palmer, but most of the smaller machine shops I know here in North Alabama are making so much more designing widgets, parts, braces for military and government contracts that there's no money in knives because their machines running are what keeps their business running, and they've got so much other little work. It's kind of like a tri-state's dad, they've got a machine shop, and they've got a great little business going with their what they do contract and what they do with the Spirit Ice Company. But he even said that he'll show his dad a knife, and his dad says, "We can't, dude. Thank you, Paul. I can't wait to check it out either, brother. I can't wait for you to get the where's my gong? Man, I get lost in my effects, guys. Thank you, Paul. But yeah, I can't wait for you to check out the Mini Malice. You're gonna love the snap of that thing. It's got a low profile flipper, Ferrum Forge all the way, and that Fuller's money. Always say what you think, buddy. That's why I say, and I can't take it so seriously. I put it on one of my hats, and it's on all of my hats. Choose debate, not hate. Debate is good. We need more conversations. We need more discussions, and we don't have to end the discussion agreeing. It's just that's another thing that Dark Gravity and I were talking about tonight. If that happens, I will totally no my I got a wet fart in here. Hold on. Where's my human fart? There it was. Nope, that's a scream. Guys, I get so lost. That's true. And I think that the custom knife makers have a totally different challenge than production knife makers. Um, there is. They're cat farts, they're dog farts. I didn't draw any. My favorite sound so far is my explosions. Food Diesel, what's up? I like to blow shit up. Y'all give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab the cat. And then I'll tell you who's been visiting the cat. False alarm. No, anyway, so for a while, I had this like brown cat, kind of khaki colored cat that came around that lives up the street that would hang out and I'd feed a little bit and it'd hang with Tippy. Well, the last 3 nights, I've had a teenager possum that comes up on the porch and eats cat food and drinks water and actually washes its food like a raccoon, which I found weird. But Tippy, the cat, will lay out on the chair with the possum while it eats and not even just sit there and stare at it. And I've got pictures, except they're on my phone, of Tippy looking through the door at the possum. I mean, they're almost like buddies. But this possum's probably that big. And a lot of people think possums are gross, but possums are the only North American marsupial. They eat tons of shitty bugs. They don't carry diseases. They're cool animals. People should be kind to possums. And I know when we were kids, people would try to hit them on the road. You know, it's just bad. Is that Gons? I hear you. I'm just fattening them up. And then last night, Tippy tried to bring a baby rabbit in the house. Maddie, welcome, buddy. And so I dropped my foot to block the rabbit, and the rabbit hit on the other side of the door. Tippy came in, and I went out, and it was like frozen, right? It looked like it was on its little death twitch, but it didn't have any blood, felt fine. So I scooped it up and walked down to the yard, and it laid there for like, you know, looking around for probably 20 seconds and then just hopped the fuck away. So Tippy had soft carried it and was bringing it in, I guess, to hang out with it. But you got to watch cats if you got them. They are stone cold killers. Yeah, Maddie, I was just saying I'm rolling out at 4:30 in the morning with Dark Gravity, trying to get over to Atlanta, not to do any damage, but just to see some people before we come back. This year, my schedule didn't let me go over there for the 4 days I usually go. My finances wouldn't let me. Give me 1 second, kids. Sorry about that. So let me check something on the old IG real quick. Make sure that I didn't get Brother Scotch. I haven't heard from him, but I think he's working. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I've seen some great pictures from Blade Show. Oh, Maddie, I say you got a little YouTube or a little Instagram love. Let me ask you something. Do you have a personal Instagram account or a professional? Because when I switched mine back from professional to personal, I quit getting those restrictions. So I used to get them every day and I'd clear 5 out. They would finally get cleared and then I'd have 5 more. So I switched from a business account. I think you go in here. Where is that? You can go into settings, and then you can, where is it? Account type. You can switch to a professional account, right? So if you switch to a creator account, you I'm not going next. If you switch to a creator account, you get used to analytics and you get some other shit. What I found is I got a lot less reach. I quit growing. I didn't get any more followers and still aren't getting followers, but I don't post there a lot. Um, check it, Matisfaction, because if it's professional, which is just an easy choice where you can say, okay, I'm a content creator, you can get some other features like analytics, but it grades you harsher. So and Pocket Metal's the one that did the test for me because he never got them. He switched his account from personal to professional and instantly started getting them. So he told me, see what happens if you switch back. And I don't need the analytics. I was just looking at it for shits and giggles. But that's one of the great things about Blade Show. There is a bunch of people eating. You got Simplify. You got God. You got Grumpy. No, who the fuck? Sharif, Forrest, Iggy, Snuzz. You got Stevie. You got Shane. You got Scott in. I bet that's Grateful Panic with his hat on backwards. Holy shit. But yeah, so Blade Show is in full force. And I'm stoked to check it out. Again, I hate I'm going to be on such a short leash. No good, Matisfaction. That's exactly right. I mean, that's the whole deal. I mean, there's just no need to to have it. I mean, I couldn't see any advantage to it because you can still tag businesses if you want to do that kind of affiliate stuff with a personal account, but that is the bomb. And I've got a chick that jumps rope on mine. I think somebody from the chat showed it to me. It's not any kind of salacious stuff. It's just this lady who's an amazing jump roper. Kyle Coonley, what is up, brother? Stop watching Kyle do yoga, especially when he's dressed up as a furry on his ceiling fans account. Y'all go follow all these creators. And if y'all have links, let me pull up my other chat to make sure everybody's got the ability to share links. Is Bees live from Blade Show? Yeah. Let's see. Whoops. All right. Let's pop that chat out. Bang. So let's peer into to Bees' world and see if he's from Blade Show. Yep.
Here's the other one. Are we ready? Probably just saw it. Cheaters.
So Bees is live from Blade Show. I would personally be in the pit talking to people. But that's just me. The reason I went live is because I wasn't over there. It's hard to go live when you've got other stuff. That's funny. Y'all go sub to these people, good people. And then tonight, I think later on with the Night Core, I think I'm going to give away the Kaiser Banish. Even though I was going to keep it because I collect Jacob Lundquist stuff. This is a great little button lock, 5th pocket knife. And if y'all haven't tried a variant PE or a Vanish slip joint, it's just I hit my finger. It's just a very slick little design. button lock, Kaiser. So that will be what we give away with our light, kind of like a little EDC starter kit. I might throw in a Hank if I can find one. But yeah, and then like I said, my goal for Blade Show, besides seeing the people that I want to see and say hey and hug, is you're awesome, buddy. Is to see the companies that I've got written down that I want to really get a stronger relationship with, right? That's really what I'm trying to get, because I want to be able to review more value knives. And unfortunately, I'm not buying knives. And when I was, they weren't as much value knives. And I realized there are not as many people that are interested in, higher end knives. And I get it. So I need to just kind of solidify some relationships just to get some review stuff in. And most of them are really good about me giving it away because I don't need any more knives. I need one more knife sometime down the road. Two, actually. I need a Chris Reeves, either Paul's and Cosi or a Semenza. And I did talk about the Cosi with Dark Gravity today, and he was giving it huge props. So I might be in trouble. But and I want an Oz. I want a Roosevelt. I love that knife. And there might be a couple of others, but really, I just want to be able to continue to make fresh content and have a lot of knives to give away, right? That's what I'm wanting to do. Because I always have, I'm just kind of running out of knives. I've got my last case to do, my last case dive of my collection. Then I've got slip joints and fixed blades, but in seeing that's the one I'd like, Rob. And I'll tell you, I was never a Chris Reeves Trinity guy until I tried out my buddy's his Sabenza, large Sabenza, and it's so smooth. It's so good. Absolutely love it. And this thing goes sick. And just like with the Strider, I mean, they will flip, but there's so much more to me enjoyable to slow roll out and hear them lock up. And they start off really stiff with lock stick, but that goes away. I mean, you'll hear no lock stick. And if I want to flick it, it'll flick. But it's just, to me, it's meant to be rolled. And I was never a roller guy, right? And they do anything with bearings. And that's what I learned. I watched Greg's video yesterday, and I didn't know this, but I've taken this knife apart. Luckily, I didn't have any problems with it. But he was talking about the tolerances that they make in their knives and how they have to use on their washer knives. Washers, when you get them, they're stamped, and not anymore because they make their own washers, but there's like a 10th or an 18th variance between them. So in some cases, they'd have to stack two washers on one side to get the same thickness as the washer on the other side, so the knives would center. And then people would take them apart and get their washers mixed up, and the knife would be off. This is a washer knife that did not flick for shit when I got it because it's a heavy blade. It was more of a slow roll knife, but just with those washers breaking in, and I'll tell you what I got. I just don't know. I need to talk to Steve Skiff tomorrow at his booth, because I asked him to send me out some of these thick washers that replace bearings in some of our bearing knives. But what I don't know, I know if it's got a steel liner, I don't need a washer, but I don't know if you want a washer against titanium. But I've got several sets of these to try, because I don't know if y'all have checked the difference of washers and bearings, but washers are pretty sweet in terms of the silkiness of it. But these little guys are thick, so that they are the same size as the bearing that you would be replacing, right? So if you want to run one of your bearing knives on washers, these are 3/16 by 0.06 thick. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just got to find the knives to try them on because I've run my hinderers on washers and like my the Strider, the Spartan Harsey, these are all on washers and they feel different, right? I dig them. I used to not be a washer guy, but I kind of adopted it and really kind of appreciate them because I started liking to slow roll. And I like to grease them up with Slick 'em all. That's one of my personal little fetishes is to get Justin Slick 'em all out and juice up my washer so they get all good and lubed up. But washer knives are not bad. They seem to stay a little bit more tuned up without a lot of work. And that's also a slow roller, the little mini A100. But most of my knives are not on washers, except for Spyderco's. But I've just always gotten used to them. And that's why I'm kind of curious how some of these traditional bearing knives, maybe I'll put them in my Kunwu X Tau, because that knife's been making me, or my Pulsar. Because I noticed on MC's channel tonight that he had a Padre with this bar lock, which to me is a huge mistake. Because the Kunwu bar lock is smooth, but you have no detent. So that's an X Tau with the bar lock. I failed at that time. And this is the big Tau with the frame lock. And the detent is night and day. That's the detent on the frame lock, which feels great. And then you've got the screen door feeling, no detent, which is what bar locks are for. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just not me. It's really a John thing. So when I saw the Padre in a crossbar lock, I was very disappointed. I hate to see them expanding on that because I'll tell you, this knife has some of the best detent in my collection as a frame lock. And Metal Complex was showing the bar lock, talking about, yeah, it's really nice, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, yeah, but does it have detent? Because none of my other Kunwus or bar locks for that matter, with the exception of Vosteeds, have a measurable or discernible detent. Snow Trog, you're exactly right. I'm just not a huge fan. I was when I first got into it because I like to be able to just hold the axis lock and fling it open. You know, to me, that was like early stage automatic when I knew nothing better about knives. I couldn't flip a knife to save my life. I was a traditional flipper guy only, and I would even fail those. It's amazing how you can come from CRKT CEO and a penguin and just kind of hike the entire knife trail almost. Well, not the whole knife trail, but I haven't even gotten into customs, but you know what I mean. You can accelerate pretty much. In 5-door, I did not like the MSI ram lock, but I find the stitch is great. Now, when I lubed it up, I took it apart and I put skiffs in it. And I've gotten it where I've got a little lock stick, but I had lock stick early, but then it went away. And I think it's just because I've got oil in there. But I really like this knife. And for 3 bills, USA made, aluminum handle, M398, whatever that is, or M390 MK, whatever that is, This blade is sick, and I think I've told you guys of all the factory blades I've gotten, none are sharper than the Stitch, which is surprising to me because it's not a blade geometry knife, but it is sick, slicey. Now, again, the detent, it's there, but what's getting me is it's starting to develop some lock stick, which I think I just need to take it apart and clean it out. Maybe Sharpie it. But that's a great one. What did everybody carry today? I carried only one knife because I didn't leave the house. I carried my Quiet Carry 9. I think this is a great knife. I think this is probably an undersung Quiet Carry 20 CV. It was a little more expensive than some of their knives, but it's got a great cutting profile, great action. Palmer was carrying the Tie Stinger button lock. Nice. Palmer, the one you want is the Vosti Psyop. I did a review on it. That's my right now knife of the year. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And then Brother Fook Doozle. Well, I just clicked and something else went away. Wait a minute. Where'd Fook Doozle go? Okay, Joe. It just came through. I just heard him. Fook had the Kaiser Big Lighter and the Vosti Thunderbird. I'm not trying a Thunderbird. Yeah, on a tie, you just got to be careful. I've bent frame locks before, but you don't want to overdo it. Let me get that carried the Keen Nader. I'm about to pull up some pictures and email them to myself. Ooh, Satisfaction. That's not a big surprise, buddy. That's a great knife. I hated to let it go, but I donated it to Bluminati because I thought he'd like it. Hold on one sec. Let me send myself some pictures of what else is going to go in our giveaway. Oh, dude. Guys, Joe Isabella is once again bringing the heat. I love it. I love what it says. The little cheese is awesome. Guys, I'm about to email these to myself so I can show them to you. Let's do this. Boom. Let's go. Boom. Sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm trying to send myself an email. I'm not good at that. That's considered multitasking, and I'm not very good. Let's insert photos. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So tonight's giveaway is going to be very cool. Let me get back on here. All right. Now let me show you guys what Brother Joe Isabella is going to throw into the giveaway. Whoops. There it is. Boom. Pictures. Go Joe 1. Let's do Joe 2. Dude, these are awesome. All right, guys, give me just 2 seconds to open these files to show you. I could have just shown them in my email, but that would have been too easy. Open this one and open this one. And now I can share. All right. So what we got, kids, what the F? I don't know if y'all use Microsoft Windows, but it is very much bloatware. Let's see here. That's not it. All right, that's not it. I got to open that. Got to open that. I don't want to edit the design for AI, and that's the wrong picture. That's two. All right, damn it. Hold on, guys. I'm having technical difficulties. All right. Joe 1 and Joe 2. All right. Now I can share, I think. Are y'all seeing that? Let's see. Let's see if y'all are seeing that. How do I get? Damn it. All right. Somehow that just hosed me. Did y'all see that one? Because I want to show you this other one, the back side of it. I'll keep it small to see if I can see it because I can't tell. Share. So that's the other side. I love that. Fuck you, pay me. Little cheese wedge and a gorgeous little worry disc. And let me show you the other back side of it. Boom. Here's the other side. I guess it showed earlier, but I'm not sure. So that's the back side of the pay me. Beautiful, Joe. Absolutely excellent. What I'll do is I'll give you the winner's address because if you send it to me, you know what'll happen. I've got a bad habit of collecting the stuff. I give away some of it, but yeah, it'd be better if you just send it straight out. Knife Nut 69, what is up? I love it. I can't wait, Paul. And I'm still will have to work out something for the Nkosi. Draco in the back pat, SMF, and the usual G17. Got to be safe, man. Got to be safe. Autumn Wind carried his big Berg Sweeney and Little Native. Great carry. I've got the mini Sweeney. I had the full size, but I traded it. I was carrying the Paragon Warlock today. I died in my jeans since it was getting pretty hot. Oh, I bet. That's a cool knife, though. I've never handled one, but I wanted to. Rob 10 Ring was carrying the purple Crewwear DLT PM2. It's a winner. Ah, gotcha. Not a button actuated liner lock, a compression lock, the thickness of a frame lock. Demonoc was carrying the Nimble and the Plexus. B for Baron's been stuck on the Kaiser Bugai. Let me pull that up. I know I'm familiar with it, but I get so many knives in my brain and I have such short-term memory. 3V? Ooh. Interesting. I love that blade. Have y'all seen, not to change the subject, but that's how my squirrel brain works. Arkansas EDC, happy Friday, brother. So Phoenix V2 is in the works now. Better blade shape. Satisfaction. You're going to kill it, buddy. You got great designs in your head. You're making them real. Joe Isabella had a Civivi button lock, his side buster, and the Boker USB. Great little OTF. And then Michael Morgan carried the Spyderco Goddard and 4V today. Have y'all seen the new Civivi from Brian Brown? That is probably going to be Civivi. Probably going to be the most sought after knife. Here it is on Amazon. I'll probably get one, and I don't buy budget knives, but I love my Jaeger so much. Check this out. Brian Brown, Civivi, Jaeger. So and the hollow grind on this blade. See if they show the hollow grind. It's wicked, wicked thin. But guys, that is a Brian Brown designed little Jaeger. I don't know what they're calling it. We'll go back and look. But I'm stoked to see that. Hope to pick one up to review. Whoops. Whoops. But Civivi's got a lot of cool stuff. They've got the little Elementum. They got this little weird box cutter. I like the Elementum. I think I want an Exo though, razor knife, but that looks pretty cool. This is my favorite. But then you've got this, the regulation. But they just dropped these today. I don't think, not the button lock, or not the Elementum, but some of these were just dropped. They're new knives. I'm not crazy about that. But yeah, so Civivi's up in their game, and I think Kaiser's got some really cool stuff there. Maddie, do you know if your knife's there yet, or are they just working on it? Is it going to be at Blade Show? I saw Joe and Stevie's picture. And guys, y'all tell me when you want to do the giveaway, because I know it's Friday night. I'm planning on being up for a while. Try to get a couple hours sleep. I don't know if that'll happen. Or if I'll just sit up and sleep on the way to Atlanta. Brass shears, the Swiss Army Cyber Tool, Leatherman Wave Plus, Klein non-contact voltage texter. He's doing some electrical work. Kinepix pliers, no dedicated folding knives allowed. I get it. I get it. Hey, man, my goal is to have everybody in here win at least once, if not twice. Because like I said, my giveaways aren't designed to bring other people in to win. I don't ever publicize them. I want you guys to win. That's the game plan. And we can do it different ways. We can do it. What's up, GFW2? We can do the StreamYard chat, or we can go leave comments on one of my videos. I'll tell you what we ought to do. I've got a video. Well, my last two videos, and I think it's because Blade Show, but they are like stuck at, they can't break 40 views. and I'm not a great view fiend, but I do get more than that. So I've got 35 views on my multi-tool. And let's see how many I've got on my raccoon. 38. All right. So what we're going to do, let me check something real quick. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. I need to get more monitors so I can look at the chat while I'm looking at giveaway tools. Where in the world is that? Where is it? YouTube, random comment picker, bop. All right, let's do this. Where's YouTube? Comment picker. Watching an ad. Don't want that. Let's kill that. Let me see this. Boom. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 comments in there. So I think if we just leave a comment, any comment, do not have to put a hashtag. We are going to go to this video. I'm posting it and pinning it. Watch a little of it, click the like button, and just comment. You don't have to say anything. You can put Javon in there if you want to, and that way if we pull up one without Javon, we can redraw. But here is the video. Whoops. Whoops. Let's pin that. And let's pop it in here. Crispy Critter. So that should be a link to my Leatherman video. So if you just jump in there, who do we raid, Ed? See, the problem with raiding, and I agree with that. I used to love it. And I think we were successful for MPG EDC. But when we've done it before, people have gained subscribers and then lost subscribers. I've had people tell me, please don't raid my channel. So it's not that I don't want to publicize channels. I just don't want to cost them subscribers. Because what has to happen is you really got to go subscribe, watch a video, watch a short, engage for just a few minutes so that your membership will stick. Palmer, you're too young to be sleepy. When I was your age, dude, I never. Let's raid Crispy just for fun. Hold on a second. Let me find it. Let me see if let's see. I'm coming tomorrow, Gary. I'll be there at 9:00, brother. Me and Dark Gravity and his son Noah are rolling in. I'm just doing a 1 day, but it's going to be fun. I hope to see you, buddy. Are you up there? It's crazy. I'm going to be live tonight, Blade Show tomorrow, and then if I'm back by 8:45, which I should be because I get an hour coming back, I will be live again for Off the Edge without Lefty because I'm sure he won't be able to participate. Homer, what is up, brother? So yeah, if you guys want to go leave a comment, we can go ahead and do the giveaway if y'all don't want to stick around late. So y'all just let me know. I'm at y'all's disposal tonight. Gary, are you there or did you not go? I've been looking at pictures. Let's go back to Instagram and see who we can find. I know Stevie's got his crew. Let's do this. Go to home. Let's see. Ooh, Rob got one of the Jaegers from Blade Show. Yeah, I'm looking for I'm just I'm gonna have to watch that because dogs are badass. Mm, There's Ben and Joseph.
The Vortex is a full titanium driver.
There's Jerry. There's a bear getting chased by a cat. Oh no. A fail. Uh-oh. That didn't look good. Oh no. He's like, oh, there he goes. Oh no. I'm looking for people. I'm not looking for product. There's Ben Belkin. Somebody's got a tattoo of one of his knives. I don't know if y'all have ever used this Blackbeard fire starter, but that's good shit. I'm sure there'll be dinner pictures later tonight. There's Jamie and John, EMP EDC. There's Paulius. He's a Baltic Blades. He's a great maker over in Lithuania. Makes little knives and he's starting to make big knives. But yeah, the Blade Show is it's going to be cool. I'm just a little bit bummed that I'm not getting to go for longer, but that's okay. Bic lighters are great. I use a Zippo usually, and I do have a ferro rod, but you can feather stick and get the same thing. Those little Blackbeards, I can just carry one in my pack, and then you can just cut just a little bit off and make a little bird nest out of it, and you can light it with no problem. When I go camping for some reason, I like playing rustic. I've got a Bic in my pocket, but I don't use it for the fire usually. Cole didn't go this year, did he? Cat check. Hold on, guys. Hey, baby. All right. The reason it switched to Javon was that's the way that Cole was pronouncing Jevons, because I'm John Evans. And so it was Javon's, and Tri-State was like Javon, and it stuck. And so it actually worked out well because when I was Jay Evans Knife Addict Life, I didn't show up in search, but Javon shows up in search more and YouTube search. But yeah, it stuck. And to think it was Cole that, let me put my Cole voice on. To think it was Cole that got me the name with his radio voice.
He never called me Javon with his regular voice.
That's okay. I heard he did call me Javon with his regular voice because he stayed with us. He and Kara stayed with us in LJ in 2022. Pretty fly for a knife guy. What is up, buddy? Yeah. Crispy critter. That's funny. I don't care who you are. If y'all ever see me doing things that make you think that's not right or that's not Javon, call me the fuck out. I don't think it'll happen, but you never know. Did y'all hear that something kind of exciting, somebody who's blowing up on YouTube right now, who's very deserving? Our brother Stasa is closing in on 100 grand, guys. One of the best reviewers in the game, and Nick is one of the nicest humans. I look forward to seeing him tomorrow. But he is now at 82.7 subscribers. So if y'all aren't for some reason subscribed to Stasa, which I know you all are, he's probably one of the most educated cut testers, knife guys that I watch. He's also does a lot with killer fixies, EDC fixies. Oh, that's Tippy. You know what she's waiting for? And I need to show you guys this. Gary, we had a yellow cat that would come around that was kind of a Tippy's buddy, but it's been replaced by another animal. Let me find it. Let me email these to myself. Send that one. Javon. Send. And let me show you one more. Close up. All right. So right now I've got the front porch baited. And if you can tell, Tippy's on watch. That's where she sits to wait for her friend. She out there? All right. So I'm going to show y'all something cool. You might not think it's cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Let's do this. Get back to StreamYard. Where was it? Boom. Sorry, guys. Allow. Somehow that got jacked up. Hey, Pepper Dingo. What is up, buddy? Hey, I did save a rabbit last night, a baby rabbit. You can't go out there, girl. But let me show you what who our new friend is. Let me get to my email. Let me go back here. Open that up. Share this. So tell me if y'all know what this is. And then we got another picture. Some little teenage possum friend. He's been coming up on the porch, eating cat food and drinking water every night. It was raining like hell last night, and he just laid up on the porch. And Tippy is on the chair during this picture outside watching the possum. And when she's not outside watching the possum, she's inside watching for the possum. Because they are like buddies. I think she's a little freaked out by it, which makes sense. I would probably be. But I've gone out there to feed it, and I don't think they see real good. but it's been very, very low key. It just turns around and kind of walks a little bit to the steps, and then I'll put the food down and go back inside, and he or she will turn around. But if it shows up, I'll carry the webcam over there, or I'll carry the phone over there and show you guys some possum action. I know it's not knives, but it's a possum. GFW2. I went out, and I live in the city, but I live across the street from this huge, huge cemetery. I mean, it's like 8 blocks. It's been here for over 200 years. But so I have deer that live in the cemetery that'll come over to my yard. There are 3 of them that I've seen. And the night or 2 nights ago, I saw what I thought was a big dog about 3 o'clock in the morning and got my spotlight out. It was a freaking huge coyote, so big that I got online to see how far south. Last Ranger. Tippy's a serial killer. She can't stop. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, it's chipmunks, birds, rabbits. She doesn't get squirrels. She doesn't get mockingbirds. Mockingbirds kind of control her. They kind of own her, but she's scrappy too. She's lost like 3 collars, and one of them, Last Ranger, when we picked up Tippy, she was living on a car lot that my ex-wife worked at, and she was the last of the kittens that didn't get hit because they were out on a busy street. And it took her like 4 days to get it to come close enough to get food where she could put a basket over it and bring it home. It lived in our laundry room in seclusion because we had another cat and 3 dogs. And one of the dogs was Ashley, the German Shepherd that passed away last year, who was like 14. But the German Shepherd started sleeping by the laundry room door in the kitchen and making friends with Tippy. I mean, they were like best friends till Ashley passed away. They'd sleep together. Tippy thought she was a dog forever. But Ashley's the one that brought Tippy into the family because she was wild. I mean, I'd walk in there to feed her. She was a tiny kitten, and she would just light me up. She would climb my fucking leg. I mean, she was just a wildcat. Demonoc, what you need a bug assault. If you got any kind of critters in your house, unless it's a big critter, then you need something with a heavier. But the bug assaults rock. Kyle, pits are the sweetest dogs. They are so misstood because they're reflections of their owner, right? If you love a pit, you teach it compassion, it's going to share compassion, right? If you teach it to be an asshole, it's going to be an asshole. And there was something really cool. Let me see if I can find this. If you want to see a badass little dog, I think I sent this to my mom. Let me see. I sent her the crazy shit. Oh, damn it. I must not have. Let me make sure. This may be it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is it. All right. So you want to see a guard dog? Check this guard dog out. How great's that? Oh, Tippy, just make yourself at home. Dude, I've got the bug assault shredder. And not only do I have the bug assault shredder, oh, dude, stink bugs, you don't want to blast them because their guts stink. But ants, I always get that little, if I ever have ants, I get that stuff that comes in the clear tube by Raid. It's a little clear gel. And where they're coming in, I'll lay that shit there, just a little bar of it because it's clear, looks like caulk. And they eat that shit and they go back and dehydrate. Hey, Tippy. Welcome. She's on possum watch. Did I show y'all this last week? I finally got my OG scales in and was surprised that they came with washers and skiff bearings, double row, and the actual scales are milled for those bearings. Check this out. Trying not to cut off Tippy's tail. Whoops. It's drop shut now. Because of those bearings. I really love that knife. It's got Satu's grind on it. I love the titanium. It wasn't that hard to install. She's right there. Baby. Yeah, she gives zero. I mean, y'all have seen her if you've watched my content. I'll be filming something and she'll just jump up there. Because again, she doesn't care. She'll flip off. She'll start flipping off knives here in a second. See her reach up and knock that nip off. She's scratching on my phone now. Speaking of cats, I'll show y'all something else cool. And I know y'all get tired of seeing this shit, but I don't get tired of showing it to y'all because it's that cool. This isn't a cat, but this is a talented Chihuahua. So check this shit out. Tell me what you make of this. You got to watch closely. How badass is that? They're very noisy. They are very noisy. I agree with that. But that little guy was whacking off some rubber bands, wasn't he? Oh, that was great. Let me restart it. He was ballsy at first. He's like, I'm in there with the sharks. I was trying to find the cool cat one, then I'll stop sharing stupid videos that y'all don't care about. But where is it? This one right here. So what this is, I don't want to play the sound, but this is a female bobcat going where the salmon run. And they say that it's essential for her to catch one, but it's the biggest fish. This is the first time a bobcat's ever been recorded catching a salmon in the wild. But watch this badass. The salmon's as big as a cat. I just think that's too cool. He just drags it. Score. Cats are too cool. They're great, great dogs. Arkansas, yeah, I lost Ashley last year. She was just awesome. I have. Dude, if you go to my feed, it is let's get to my home. You'll see all kinds of wildlife stuff, mainly domesticated wildlife, but also like that kind of shit, except I don't like seeing foxes getting screwed up. But I like birds of prey. Look at that cat. That lynx just jumped up and is about to get a bird. Watch this. This is badass. Now, Tippy's not that effective. It's just waiting for one to pop out. Well, you know what's going to happen there. All right, let's scroll and see what we got. Here's a cool cat. I watched this one the other day. Check this out. He loves to swim. Like when they pull up to the dock, he always jumps out and swims like the last 30 yards. Jay Adams. You don't quit skating because you get old. You get old because you quit skating. Dog rescue. Animals are so good. Look at him saving his buddy. Grabbing him by the ear. He's like, don't grab my ear. But yeah, we're going to get out of Instagram because I get sidetracked. If y'all have not been experienced to Billy Springs, one of the best concerts I've seen in a long time. Badass. Badass. Real sorry to hear it, dude. It's tough. You know, that's the worst thing about critters, right? Unless you get a parrot or a tortoise, we're buying tragedies, you know. But what I think about is you get so much. What's up, Dwayne? They give you so much love in the short time they're here. It makes it harder, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. They don't complain too much. They're just kind of low key. Is anybody gone? And let's see if y'all have made any comments for our giveaway. Javon. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh yeah. So y'all go leave a comment, any comment on the on that video that's pinned, and we will draw for the Banish. Where to go? The Banish and the Night Core. And I've got the box for the Night Core and all the instructions, and it comes with a Night Core 18650 that has a USB charger on it. Where is it? On the top. You can charge it there, or I put my 18650s up. It'll run off regular 18650 batteries too. So it doesn't have to be a button top. It doesn't have to be this Night Core, but this Night Core is the one that it ships with and it's rated for. But any 18650 over 3.7 volts will hook you up. And again, it's a simple light with two brightnesses, but it's very bright. And my possum has not come by yet tonight. And then we'll give away the Kaiser Banish button lock, which is a great little fifth pocket knife by brother Jacob Lundquist. And I still don't know what I'm going to carry tomorrow. Don't know what it's going to be. I was thinking about carrying my Strider and then packing a couple of knives. Cons, anytime, buddy. I think the Strider's what I need to carry. Snow Trog, I'll keep them coming, buddy. Joe has also got stuff in his giveaways. Let me pull that up. I dropped it. I dropped the ball. I showed it earlier, but this is also part of the giveaway. So leave a comment because this is better than the knives and the light, I assure you. Because this is handcrafted goodness. Let me get to share screen and window. And we will look at the backside. You got the cheese. You got the fidget that's got the great saying. And then you've got the little worry. What looks like it's got some carbon fiber and walnut. And then we also have the backside. And what y'all will do is y'all will email me when you win, and I will get Brother Joe the information for you. Unless he wants to send it to me and have me send it out. But that's the backside. I think that's great. Pay me. And it's a dice. I don't know if y'all can see that. A domino, not a dice. Duh. All right. So I've got a dilemma. My dilemma is this. I have one more double shot espresso here. You know, mine's spine wax fine. And you know how I feel about spine wax. Now it's got lock stick out the yin yang, but I need to clean it out because it used to not have it. Till I put those bearings in and oiled the shit out of it. But I can whack it. And guys, the only knives you should ever spine whack are fixed blades. That's why they call them fixed blades, because they won't fold up on you. So if you come from the old school knife worlds where we had slip joints, a locking knife is a convenience. A frame lock, if I spine whack it and it fails, to me, that means absolutely nothing, because a frame lock is enhanced by your grip. Your grip is holding the frame into the blade. So if you're holding it with a grip and you're whacking the spine, nothing's going to happen. If you're just tapping the spine, you're going to mess up your lock geometry and you might get it to slip out because that's not designed to be whacked on the spine. That's why this side's sharp and this side's dull. Now, if you've got a lock that you can see that it fails like a button lock very easily, that could be a problem. But just like with the slip joint, when I carry a folder, I trust the lock. But if I'm going to be beating the shit out of something, that's what an EDC fixed blade's for, in my opinion. And guys, you whack them all you want, buddy. I like to whack too because nobody loves me like I do. But yeah, you know, it's just, I can understand why people are concerned with it, but I don't think a locking knife is supposed to be as strong as a frame lock. I just don't. And I thought Jason did a really cool video, Jason Grant. I don't think it should close on you. I totally agree. Folk Diesel. I'm not saying it should at all close on you. I'm saying you should be able to beat the hell out of it while you're holding it, and it's not going to close on you. That's not what I'm suggesting. I'm just suggesting you're not going to hold a knife like this with no pressure on the frame and use it like that. I mean, mine doesn't fail, but that's not reality. If I'm whacking the spine, I'm whacking it because I hit something back like that, but I'm holding it, right? A super lock is just a fancy name for a rear spring lock. But mine, again, my Wii and let me get where I can whack it. My Wii or my Civivi don't fail. Oh, we've got a visitor.
Hey
What is
kids,
up, brother?
how you doing?
Man, I'm living the dream. How you doing, buddy?
Turn the volume up a little bit here. I'm going deaf again.
Life treating you well? You've been busy as a fool?
Yeah, definitely. Busy as all piss and shit.
Well, that's a good thing, though. I'm going to try to meet Austin tomorrow. He's got a booth I noticed over there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I've got a list of, since I'm only going to be there for the day, I'm riding over with Dark Gravity and his son. He's one of the ones I want to go say hey to and meet.
Yeah, he's going to be over there. I don't know that he has anything. What the hell did I just drop? Anything new?
I think he's just
coming out, but he's probably showing all his stuff that he's been doing and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's cool. I just want to meet him because I haven't had a chance to meet him. I've talked to him via text and stuff. Last Ranger.
Look at his asshole.
Dude, you've got some major hair. I wish mine didn't go gray so fast.
Gary, I want you to know I watched your show on the Amazon, and I liked it. I thought it was a decent show. It was fun. We watched it. Now I know what your whole thing about being the fuck you call yourself God, I can't even remember now. One of his what the fuck is it called? My brain's fucking shot. Anywho, you know what I'm talking about. Fucking Deadlanders or fucking Wastelanders.
Wastelanders.
There we go. Fucking hell. It came back. Woo! Holy shit.
See, Todd, that's what I think a small fixie's great for, right? Or Arkansas, if you're cutting bands or stuff like that, and you definitely don't want the knife to close on you. Yeah, frame locks and locking knives shouldn't lock, but these little fixed blades aren't that expensive.
What show? Oh, come on, man. You're fucking Fallout shit.
Gary, you're talented as shit, dude.
Oh, it's not really his show. It's the show about the video game he's fucking obsessed with that he
Right.
all his little things that he
But he's still talented as shit. Did you see my new visitor who I've been feeding?
I
Check
can't.
this out. I'm gonna share it right now.
I can't remember.
Here you go.
Yeah, I think you might be either you're behind or I'm ahead. Something's going on here.
Can you see that picture?
Oh, you got a little possum?
I've got a little juvenile possum that's been visiting.
You know, we found out that they only live a couple of years, and that saddened to me.
Well, you know, how many years? Because they get the one I saw
3,
that
4
passed away
years.
was
That's it.
huge. Really? That's
Yeah.
sad, dude, because they're the sweetest little animals. You know, they have such a bad rap. And it's for people that don't know what they are.
Yeah. They're absolutely harmless. If you've been bitten by a possum, you are fucking with that possum.
Without a doubt. And if you got bitten by the possum, you're not going to get any disease from the possum because they don't carry diseases.
Yeah, man,
that's something that I found very interesting.
I feel bad because whenever the little guy's outside and I don't know he's out there and I walk out onto the porch, he fucking goes running and dives off the one end of the porch. That's like a 3.5-foot fall he jumps off of. Right. And they have like no joints. They run like they fucking
they're not fast. I mean, that's one thing. When I go out to feed it, it's gotten where it's now a little more laid back. Where'd it go? I made it too big. But this is him. Just it's too blown up. Let's do this.
Little splat foot fuckers. Their feet are hilarious looking.
I love their little feet, dude. And he'll sit out there, he'll eat the food, and then he'll go over to the water bowl and he washes some of his food like a raccoon, but he eats. He'll sit there and drink, and then he'll lay on the porch. And the first night he came up, when I went out to feed him again, Kippy's laid on the chair about 3 feet away from him, just walking. Kyle, it's a very similar stance. I mean, they had the same canter.
It looks like they have only like a shoulder joint, and that's it. They have like no. It's just like no like. It's not like a dog where it's like that, or a human where there's like a
No, it's
two-part kind of scenario. It's just the bottom piece, and
like
that's
a
it.
little love hippopotamus. They're like little furry hippopotamus the way they scurry off.
They're poor fuckers. They
But
just
I
go
mean, they're
diving
super
off
cool
into nothing.
animals. I think the only way that they would bite you is if you were messing with their babies.
Yeah,
I don't
our
think they're naturally aggressive.
the raccoons around here haven't been too crazy, but the one I think that one of the cats that hangs out on the porch fucks with the raccoons, and he's got bit by the raccoon twice on his butt near his tail because he just won't leave him alone. I don't know what his deal is, but that cat's nuts.
Hey, he's fearless. He must be getting the best of it.
He just chills out on the couch or out on the patio furniture type thing there for the most part, and then every once in a while he gets a fucking hair up his ass to fuck with the raccoons when he sees the raccoons, and he got him good. Yeah. It's I don't know why he's done it twice. Like you would have thought after the first time he would have learned his lesson. Don't fuck with the raccoons, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, they just hiss because they're scared. If you back them in a corner, but if they have any way to like that they can find to run off, then they'll
turn and go.
Yeah.
Now, Possum's gotten to where when I walk out, because I don't get far from the door, she'll turn and walk to the edge of the steps and kind of pause, and she'll hear me dumping it out. And then I go right back in the door and she comes back. So she doesn't, well, the first couple of days she'd hobble hippopotamus down the stairs, not jump off the porch. But then now she'll stay out there. She'll get away from me, but she'll see if I'm giving her more food. So what are you working on, buddy? Just different projects for different people?
Yeah, fuck ton of different shit. It's fucking.
Hey, that's a good thing though, man. The alternative sucks. Trust me.
Oh yeah, I've like I said before in the past, man. During fucking COVID, I learned real quick how quick fucking shit like that can go away. So I try to stay busy, which a lot of times means I'm taking on more than I should, but whatever.
Right.
I saw that Wee's got a fucking version of the hyphen coming out, XL. You should, if you have a moment, to check that out, like a bigger version of this guy.
Yeah.
The problem is, it looks like they fucking put some stupid ass texturing. You know how Kung Wu does that, like little mini diamonds?
Yeah, like this.
It looks like they added that to it, and hopefully they do some that are just the plain. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked it just like this. I don't know why they fucking.
And they might have several different trim lines, right? I want to look at that Civivi Jaeger. Have you seen that?
Oh no, the hyphen I think is just all basically this, just in different color combos. Titanium, 20 CV, whatever.
No,
They don't do like any micartas or anything. It's just
I
like.
just don't know if they might do a smooth and a texture, something like that.
Oh, gotcha. It looked like all of the XL ones. They only showed like two of them in a little photo, and they both had that stupid fucking texture. I mean, I liked the texture, but I just liked it plain on this guy. So,
And it's called the what?
hyphen.
I said kite, hyphen.
Yeah, HI dash fin.
Yeah.
I think it's what you call it? I always forget Gavco.
Yeah, it's a Gavco, and it does look like it's got that. Well, the diamond doesn't look that harsh. I mean, it doesn't look as harsh as Kung Wu's, but
Yeah, it looks. I like it, but I really liked when in the picture it just didn't look. See, it makes it look like it's a flat scale instead of
and that's how usually they do. If you look at the psyop, if you get the smooth, it's contoured. If you get the
texture, it's not.
It's flat, right? Because I don't think they can do the milling. Let's see.
So I prefer it to be a contoured. It just, to me, the overall product looked cooler that way.
Let's see if we get. You're right, dude. I think they're both got that light texturing on them. Now it's not nearly as aggressive.
It also, some studs look like a secondary, because on the small version, they kind of like, Even when it's opened, it looks like it fits better. But on that guy, it looks like there's floating out there.
Kind of stuff. Yeah, I wonder what it looks like closed up.
But whatever. I like it. I don't know why sometimes companies like they had something good, just make it bigger. Don't fuck with it. they sold out like motherfuckers, the small ones. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, they couldn't keep them
they
in.
did several rounds of them, and then they go and make the big one, and they do something stupid like add that fucking texture to the handle. I don't know what the fuck's wrong.
Check that out.
It's little.
The Brian Brown is
That guy's little. Yeah, that's a small knife. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then it turns out it's a little fucker.
Let's see how many inches it is. 7.12. Let's see how that compares to my Jaeger.
It's under 3-inch blade.
Jaeger is too. Let's see.
I've decided in the future I have enough smaller knives. I'm not fucking around with these small little 3-inch and under, or just barely like the 3.3s even. Nothing to do with that shit.
It's about a ½ inch shorter than this.
Yeah, that's a small knife.
Yeah.
You just have a tendency. You'd look good on my dick. You look bigger than that.
Look bigger. Yeah, everybody says that my reviews throw it off.
Yeah, for sure. That's you gotta
collar grind, Gary. It's I saw a review on it the other day, and it looks like it was it MC? Somebody did a review on it and just ranted about it.
Oh, right. Instead of the other one is quite pricey for something that's just I don't know. I wouldn't end up carrying that often. That's the problem. I bought this damn thing and hardly ever Chamiette carries it more than I do. So so I was hoping as soon as I got it, I was like, make a bigger one. And then they did, and they fucking went and put that shit on it. But oh well.
Yeah, but it might be cool. I'll check it out for you.
The thing about the Jaeger that I was never a huge fan of was the way that the tip is just blunted as fuck. Like I like when it's got like a little bit more like that, it's got something going on there. Like if they would have put like another little swedge on the front of it or something and made it not such a
yeah, it gave it a little
something. It looked like it was like just cut off. But yeah, I mean it's a good knife. D2 has one. I played with his. It's a great knife. Amazingly, thin, hollow.
I was surprised to see that they're getting ready to release a Jaeger version 3M, which the one they just released was a bolster lock, but the one that they're getting ready to release, the V3, has the same pivot, but it's a frame lock, which is bizarre because that's what I would have preferred. Let's go.
You like the frame over the bolster lock?
Yes, and I tried Lord Dita's bolster lock. And the reason is the frame lock has snappier to me, much snappier.
It should be the same fucking thing, but just one has an overlay on it.
But it's not. And I don't know if it's the V3 over the V2, Jaeger V3.
You should probably try someone else's, man. Like I've said, knives are never like I've seen, and you get one, it's snappy, you get the next one, not as much. Sometimes you get that unicorn where it just makes it seem like it's fucking got the best action ever. But yeah, it's like I'd be curious how good are those made by what you call it? Riot, yeah. So I'd be interested to see how that goes with that. Sometimes, it's kind of hit and miss with that shit.
Well, Lord Needham had two. He sent me two to check out because I was going to buy one, but I ended up not passing on it because it wasn't as much different from my V2. But if you'll notice this V3, I don't like the milling pattern, but I like the Van X.
Yeah, I do not like that milling either. I'd rather it just be plain.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why they do that. And
there's another company that has like a similar type thing, and the knives aren't too bad, but all of them have that shit. And yeah, at that price point, there's no way in hell I would buy something if I didn't really, really like it.
No, I'd have to look. There had to be very few holdbacks for me to even think that.
Yeah, that's a strong pass. Some people just fucking, I don't know. They have less problems buying shit that they're not, it seems like 100% with.
Well, because a lot of people, I say a lot of people that they trade a lot, and I'm just getting into trading. But I think if you buy the right stuff, you can usually trade for it, trade out of it if you don't like it,
Right.
or you can return it in a lot of cases. If you're dealing with major retailers and you get
Yeah.
it.
So I've talked to so many people that say they don't fucking. I'm like, there ain't no way in hell if I spend, any amount of money really on anything, and if I don't like it, I'm sending that shit back.
Absolutely. If they'll accept it. Now, the one that I didn't was Atlantic Knives, but they were just so ridiculous that I just decided to boycott them and talk shit about them at any chance I got.
What was the problem? What did you have a problem with? Because I remember it not being that big of a deal, but you made it
It
seem
wasn't
like
that big of a deal. I made a big deal of it because they were selling a titanium CJRB, the first one that came out,
Oh, right.
and it had the little skin on it. And when I talked to Russell told me those were never supposed to be sold. Those were protos before they did the full scale.
So how did they? I mean, was that like a one-off? Yours?
No, they evidently picked them up from High Point, which because Russell's never sold to them, but there's a company called High Point Distributing that's up in that area that must have sold 15 or 20 to them. And even though the other version had come out, they sold them. Because at first I thought it was steel because it had that little thin liner. I gave it away, but somebody sent me one of the new ones and it was a full scale, not a.
You got like a rare knife, essentially. It's a CGRB, so whatever.
Yeah.
But you got like, so it's not like, I mean.
No, what it was is when I called to ask them about it, I sent them an email that I was getting ready to do a review and I needed to know if I got the right knife, if it was really titanium or if it was steel. No harm, no foul. I just need to know. And they never replied. And so I was able to unscrew it, swivel the scale, and tell that it was not magnetic, right? And that's when I reached out to Russell and said, "Are these how they come? Because they look different." He goes, "No, those were the V1 prototypes."
I can see, like, all right. So when I say I always, especially if it's something that's pricey, if it's not very expensive and you're gonna have to pay a shitload of money for shipping it back, then that maybe something else. But with knives and stuff, if there's something wrong with it or some shit, there ain't no way I'm gonna keep something that's fucking send that shit back.
No, and I'll tell you, most companies, because I'm dealing with an issue with my Voodoo, had an issue with my Mordax, and I'm getting great customer service from both of them. I mean, it's knife companies, believe it or not, if the retailer is the first line of defense, but my Mordax I bought at a show. I'd had it for about a year and it always had a little detent lash. Really didn't bother me, but I started thinking about it and I reached out to ProTech, sent them an email and said, I picked this up when they first came out at the National Knife Show. It's got just a little detent lash. Don't know if it's something I should worry about. And the lady sent me an email directing me to their return page and said, please send it in because it's not supposed to be like that. We'll fix it. So I did that, sent it in. Like 7 days, not business days, 7 total days. The knife came back, unboxed it, and it was a new knife because I had snail trails all over my clip.
So I mean, yeah, they couldn't fix it, so they just fucking sent you a new one.
Yeah, I mean that's good customer service, right? And they even said that the first batch they'd had several of those with detent lash, and it wasn't something. It was something in the blade or whatever.
Oh, this is something I'm totally all over the place today. Sorry. I saw on White Mountain Knives, I get their emails and shit, and I clicked on it to see what new stuff was there. And they had a return of a knife. And so it's like one of those open box things. And I always read to see why people return shit, And it claimed that one of the scales was bigger on one side than the other.
What?
Yeah, it was like it said something like the show side versus the other side was longer. How the fuck is that even?
What kind of knife do you remember?
No, I don't remember. I think it was. Ah, shit. I didn't even care about the knife. That's why I just clicked on it just to see, like, I'll see if I can find the
I'm
email.
looking at the mini Griptilian. Let's see.
It was hilarious. I was like, how is that even possible on a titanium knife that's been...
And how do people buy knives and send them back without boxes?
Let's see what it says. Is it on this one? Yeah. So it's it was some artisan knife or whatever. Right here it says,
Hey, Tori.
show scale is longer than the back scale.
How could that happen? I mean,
I don't know.
A, how would it clear quality check? And B,
You wouldn't be able to screw it together if the scales were different size, because it seems like the holes wouldn't line up or something would be off, right?
Unless, do you have a picture of the knife?
I mean, I just have fucking. I'll share it. It's just the fucking their website.
I'm on their website, but I couldn't find that knife.
I'll share it. Yeah, I just I always look. I like to read what the reasons are.
Yeah, because a lot of them are low detent or not centered, things that you could easily fix.
Yeah.
Granted, a lot of people, and I'm on the same boat, you shouldn't have to do it. Okay. Does it look any bigger to you? It doesn't to me.
Well, fuck, you couldn't. I don't think it'd be physically visible. I think you'd. I don't know how the
fuck is that on? Is that on the first, second, or third page of new? Or what do you?
Oh no! This was they sent an email. I'm trying to find. I lost my page. So they sent an email.
I got you.
This is what it says in there as the description. It's worded weird. Knife show size scale is longer than back scale.
Well, that's what the seller would have said. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it on here.
Anyways, I thought it was funny. Yeah,
that's very funny. Funny and scary. You wonder if it's just a lefty type person who's never going to be satisfied, or if there's really something different.
I mean, it seems like they fucking broke out the calipers and fucking were measuring shit, and we're like, it's a little off, and they return. I've never measured to see if why would you measure to see if one side was longer than the other?
If you have OCD. Some people, I know Dark Gravity hates knives that don't have symmetry. He's got a J cape that he wants to sell because it doesn't have the same scale pattern on the show side.
Oh yeah. No, I'm with him on that. I very rarely will get anything if it doesn't work like that. Yeah, that shit drives me nuts.
Yeah, and there's just several of them that are going to be like that. It's just odd.
But this is like they're just claiming that it didn't say anything about the knife not opening properly or having weird detent or any not being centered. Like, I could see if on an expensive knife, if it's not centered and that bothers you, you know what I mean? Like anything like over $100, if it ain't like, maybe some people are more than, whatever. If it's not, if the blade, you can't get it no matter what to fucking center, that might drive you fucking insane. But, no, I'm definitely not going to buy some. You can't return it. So it's not, I would call him up and be like, what else is wrong with this fucking shit? Like, it's not even a knife that I wanted. I just had to read I like to read the problems. It's like, some people read the obituaries. I read White Mountain Knives.
I've got ads playing somewhere. Where the fuck is that playing? That was ridiculous. That was coming out of my comment picker. Have y'all left a comment for the light and the banish? Because I'm getting ready to draw it here in a second. What the fuck?
Oh,
Jesus Christ, man. I've got to learn how to drive these live streams. I've got to get better. What I need is multiple monitors, at least one more. I think that would make my life a lot easier. All right. YouTube comment picker. Y'all go leave any comment while I kill these ads because my freaking premium is evidently not working anymore. That shucks. 17.
I mean, depending upon the knife, you might be able to send it back to the if you're getting like a good enough discount, you might be able to send it to the company and be like, hey, fix this or something, or, whatever. But yeah. I remember Stevie told me his Grand, the detent ball fell out on it.
Oh, dude.
Send it back.
Detent balls. Check this out. Check this out.
Did it?
Yeah, it fell out.
Oh, okay.
I've already talked to Null. They're going to get me another insert. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. But it's going to be black, which doesn't bother me. But yeah, I was just doing a video. I flicked it and it made this little click, and I've got my detent ball.
So it just went flying out.
Well, it just went when I took it apart, when I turned it, can you see the little detent ball in there?
I'm moving my head like that's gonna fucking help me see what the hell's going. Yeah, I see it now.
So I saved the detent ball, but talking to Sean, it sounds like it's press fit into the lock bar. So if you see right there, you can see that little silver lock bar that's kind of tweaked a little sideways. So I'm going to get a black insert to put in there with the fresh detent ball. But it centered the fucking knife up, which is weird. Yeah, that's the first time I've had that happen.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen yet. That's
well, I remember when Maddie had it happen on one of his live with his damn design.
Oh yeah, I got Mersal's painting to him, and I sent him you know that fucking AliExpress knife I bought to try to parts to get the liners for my Spyderco. I fucking sent it to Mersal.
The only thing that would have made that better is if you threw an Olight in there. I would have donated you one if I'd known you were sending that.
Dude, there was another thing I was gonna send him. I totally fucking couldn't find it when I was getting ready to go to the post office. But yeah, I figured he could have my my fun knife from that show. that thing's a fucking hot mess.
We still got to find you some scales because I know that's remediable.
Oh, they got them on like where you can just order the fucking parts off of. Once again, it's fucking AliExpress shit, but someone's fucking selling them now. It's the only way to buy it unless you have a friend that's willing to trade, or if you're fucking want to buy another $200 knife to fucking a Spyderco's on sale right now for Father's Day, so you can save a couple bucks. But fucking that,
yeah, fuck that. I mean, and there was a video today. I don't know who put it out, but it talked about Spyderco ruining the PM2, and it shows the bicarta version with an X over it, and shows the old G10 version. I'm sure it's going to talk about the way they've got it set up.
Oh yeah. That micarta version. To me, it was my bad for just not returning it as soon as I bought it. As soon as I saw that I assumed that they were going to put out shit for, and never, no one, people stayed away from that shit, like the plague. No one made extra scales for it. The scales are the thinnest, like shit. Everyone, I also laughed every time I saw someone's like, "Oh, I love this thing." I was like, "This thing's a piece of shit." It's like a fucking chalk. It's like a fucking the clipboard. It's clipboard micarta.
That's just weak. Why would they do that? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Dude, it seems like it'd be more trouble to reconfigure it just to get a thinner scale.
So I bought the when it first came out, like fucking how it's been like 2 years now. I don't know. It's been a while. I bought the Crew Carta PM2 with the Crew Air blade and the micarta handles, right? That was the first knife that they did full liners on, and the only one since then.
Channel member, go leave a comment, any comment on the video that's pinned that I just shared, because that's where we're getting ready to pull our giveaway from. If you guys are just new in here, any comment, doesn't have to say Javon.
So that was the only knife that they did full liners on. And I didn't like the scale, the not scales, the scales on it. So I was going to order new ones, but you can't. You're stuck with those shit micarta scales if that's what you ordered. Then, like a little while later, they come out with a Crew Air and G10, so you could have got like whatever kind of other shit, and I should have just have bought that one, but I kept the Crew Air one, and then I ended up selling because ProX does mods, Bill ProX, and he was modding someone's Crew Air PM2, and so he fucked up the liners, and I just sold them to him since it just sat around in my house. Dude, that one that you got is it's not a real Spyderco, it's that's the AliExpress fucking one I bought thinking I could buy a knockoff knife just for the liners, because you can't, you can't order Spyderco liners. They won't fucking sell that shit to you. You have to buy a new knife or get like a donor from somebody. So I bought one off of them, and you couldn't get that pivot apart to save I torched it. I did everything.
Oh, you did do everything. I mean, everything that you could possibly do.
I fucking ended up stabbing a bit driver. Where the fuck is it? I stabbed that big ass bit driver with that, 10 through my fucking finger because it slid off the fucking thing, and that's what started the whole putting blood in the thing, because there was blood fucking everywhere. I still got blood on my fucking keyboard.
I love it, dude. That just shows that you're working, man. Hitting that return button so much. Getting so much done.
Fucking
Josh
shit.
Worth, what's up, brother? Make sure you guys go jump in that giveaway. We're gonna give away the Night Core.
Yeah, this is the one that I should have got to, man. The purple.
And
it
the
was
badge.
with the black coated blade and the purple G10. It would have been so much of a better start. And then, if you wanted to get different scales, even if you left the purple G10, they're fine. But yeah, fucking, I'm an idiot. I bought the wrong one. And I try to warn people, don't buy that stupid ass knife. They still buy it.
Is it decent if you don't want to change the scales, or does it just feel a lot different than a regular
So
pen?
not only was that a problem on mine, but it had the worst action of, I'm not a huge, I bought 4 Spydercos in a pretty quick succession there that year. And that one was the worst one, all around. We're getting a backstage look at Javon's craziness. Dude, there was a lot. I did a bunch of blood paintings. There's still, this little guy still has, I haven't finished this, but this has got blood in it. This is one of the blood ones. There's blood on that thing. There's blood fucking everywhere. Even some of the Jason Brown paintings I did are canvases that I bled on. Yeah, dude, mine was just shit. It was no good. No good. It was just luck of the draw for me. Javon Crib Tour.
Did y'all see the possum?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's out there scratching and wasn't eating. Shoot it with the bug assault. It's my buddy, man.
No, don't shoot the possum with the bug assault.
No, I won't.
He's a good little dude. Possums are cool.
Yeah, they are cool. My little Alabama marsupial.
The thing is, though, if you did shoot it with the bug assault, unless you hit it in the eye, you probably wouldn't even fucking know it hit him.
No. I wouldn't do that because I like him coming around. That's him coming around.
That is, I will say, armadillos are the one thing I miss. We don't get armadillos up here, so you can't. We don't have that little buddy running around the yard. We never get to see armadillos anymore.
In about a year, they'll make it up there.
Nah, well, yeah, with the heat, right? It's been pretty fucking warm.
Dude, they've migrated so far. I forget how far north they go now. Let me Google it, because they are on the move. They say that they will eventually armadillo.
It's not just that their fur is thick, man. I think they just don't have as many nerve endings because they probably get attacked. And what's the sense of having nerve endings and feeling pain? They just don't notice when shit hits them. They have real slow reflexes too.
Do you fall in this yellow area, Pocket Metal? Or are you more in the center of Washington?
Oh shit. I'm on the yellow area.
Yeah, so that's their potential range.
We're right up. You know how Washington's got that little, I call it like the whale
Sound?
tail right around the sound. We're right up
Yeah.
on that sound. So
Oh, sweet. Well, they're inching your way, brother.
I would love. I mean, it's fucked up, but I'll gladly accept that they're coming this far north if I see
They've
them.
conquered America and they're heading to Canada.
Fucking insane, dude. They used to not go anywhere near the like
No, dude, you see them, they're on the
that high
move.
up.
And
Fuck hell.
they're so resilient.
Yeah, they're funny little dudes. What I was saying we were sitting outside in the grass at Chamiette's house down in Florida, her parents' house, and one came walking by at night. And he was like, didn't even know I was there, came walking by me, and I tucked him on the butt. And like 2 seconds later, he goes, woo, and he jumps and then he scuttles off into the bushes. They have such slow fucking. Oh, dude, that's everyone's got. There's always, reasons that people are upset and want to, be upset about animals and come up with things and shit. And I touched an armadillo. I didn't get no leprosy. I think I'm around 2 hours from Big Red. I think he lives north of me. We've done some meetups in the past. I don't know. I know Stevie's a little farther. I don't know. Maybe he's only an hour or north of me. But yeah, I just won't eat them. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to eat them.
Look at him playing with that toy.
He's fucking adorable, man.
Oh, yeah, watch this.
Yeah, I've seen another video of one doing like that, and then all of a sudden they open up and the thing goes flying out.
Oh yeah, they're so. Let me find some more. They are very cool.
Yeah,
look at this little guy. This is an exotic one.
I'd rather armadillos spread like wildfire than some of the other things that have like coyotes. Oh yeah, that's not. Those are different versions from other places.
Yeah, I usually see more. Let's see what these are doing. A couple of pets. The others look different too.
Yeah, that's not a North American armadillo.
But yeah, that's another myth that the American armadillos, I don't think carry the funk. It's the South American ones that can carry leprosy. I think that's a big myth.
I don't know that it's a myth, but what are you doing to an armadillo to then get it?
Well, if you were raising it, right?
I'm sure that there's like workarounds.
Yeah, where you go to the vet and get them checked out.
Yeah, who knows? No, I'm not in Centralia. We are right out of the city of Olympia. I'm close to Olympia.
It's beautiful up there, dude. Y'all got any camping trips planned, or is it too hot? Yeah,
we were just talking about that. No, so it's warm during the day, right? But it cools off nice at night. Like we end up cracking the windows open. It'll get down to still like 50s and 60s, sometimes lower than that in the night still. So it's doable. The problem is everyone wants to go camping. Like you go to and fucking if it's one you have to reserve, they reserve out fast. And if it's one of the ones, there's a lot of places where you have to fucking go out to go to the spots and then see if it's like first come first serve kind of shit
to see if there's available spots.
Yeah, if you drove a while to go to one of those places, you could get fucked. But there's a lot of places. We'll definitely be doing some camping, eating some mushrooms.
That's a win. Well, guys, y'all signed up. I've still got 33, 43.
Yeah, we've been over in the Aberdeen area a few times. That's a little bit of a drive. Yeah, we still travel into town to go shopping, do all our shopping there. We're right by Camilchi, out in the country.
All right, guys. go leave a comment. I'm gonna give you all about Twain Thing. What's up? Go leave a comment, buddy, at the pinned. Oh, Joe, that sounds delicious. Go leave a comment, any comment
Yeah.
for the Banish and the Night Core. Now they won't send out till Monday because I'm gonna be gone tomorrow. But I'll give you all a few minutes if you hadn't had a chance to sign up. But just sign them up. Y'all get up there and leave a comment. The more the merrier. And after I film my case 4, which is getting ready, I'll film it when I get back from Blade Show Sunday or start it. Next week, I'm going to shoot for a member giveaway for my Kaiser Veritas. I've been hanging on to it just for the collection video, but I want to make it a member giveaway. Let me get it. I'm going to try something. Y'all check this out. Whoop. Let's loop it and let's do this. Be right back. So that's going to be the next member giveaway. It's not the blackout, but this is probably one of my favorite Kaisers. Ray Laconico design. Killer milling. Awesome action. Riding on skiffs. I think the blade is S35. Titanium. So that will be our member giveaway next Friday after I film it. How'd that get turned sideways? Hold on. And then we will probably do our dogfish for a member giveaway in the not so distant future. This one is M390 titanium, probably one of the best bar locks I've experienced. It's got a great top flipper. It's got the semblance of Detent. So that's going to be a member giveaway down the road. But I think first we're going to do the Veritas. But you can't see, it's got one little triangle under the pivot. I don't know if that's picking up. And then the pattern is those triangles just wedged together. So it's really cool when you look at it, and my camera's not giving it the focus it needs. But yeah, this is a great knife. I've not tried the Mitlaw. I've heard it's probably one of the best Kaisers. But this Veritas or Veritas, however you pronounce it, it's a great knife. And I'll be stoked for one of y'all to win this. I don't carry it much. I bought it because I wanted to review it and I wanted to check it out and really fell in love with it. I mean, it's got a great clip, great lock bar, great access to the lock bar, and a great size knife. I mean, it really does fit the hand very, very well. Has a nice choil. So we'll get back to member giveaways. I'm hoping to get, like I said, more support. That's the goal, is to get more manufacturer support so I can show more stuff that I wouldn't normally buy. And so I can more importantly, have more stuff to give away, because that's what it's all about. I'm gonna see if we've got any more comments. We're still at only 43, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the link again to see if something weird's happened. Let me do this. Share. Copy. Still 43, guys. Y'all give me a thumbs up if you're ready to draw. Guys, I'm going to have a rough one. I'm going to have to stop a little early tonight because I'm actually leaving at 4:30 a.m. to head to Atlanta. Granted, I don't know if I'll go to sleep or not. It might be detrimental to try to sleep for 3 hours. I might be better off just sleeping on the way to Blade Show. But I did sleep longer than I have in a year last night. I slept over 8 hours, which for me is insane. All right, guys, I'm going to draw. Unless any of y'all still need to get in. Everybody looks like they're good. Pocket Stuff, have you left a comment, buddy? It's pinned up at the top. Looks like everybody's giving me thumbs up. It's not a member's drawing, buddy. It's an anybody drawing. All you got to do is go up. There's a comment or a video pinned at the top of the comments, buddy, and just go click on it. I'll drop it here in the chat, but it's also pinned at the top. And just go leave any comment. Like it. Watch a couple of seconds of it. Because for 2 days, and I don't know if it's Blade Show, but for 2 days, I'm getting no views. And it's fine. I could just be not getting shown. I haven't checked my impressions. Get up there and leave a comment, buddy. Give me a thumbs up once you've had a chance to. And we'll refresh the comment. All right, let me go up here and make sure we got another one. Hold on. 11. I hate having to do math. I've got to get my... All right, still shows 43. So I'm going to have to go back here and get the link again. Copy. And let's go back here.
Why are you? I forget why you're using this kind of picker thing these days. Is this the only way to do the comments or something?
No, it's the only way to do YouTube comments. I was just going to do the random YouTube comment picker, and I can still do that. I just thought, I thought Pocket Stuff left one, and I'm not seeing it change. So you got yours in there, buddy? Kathleen, that doesn't surprise me. It's YouTube's kind of funky. I don't know if you have to check the bell that says all notifications, but you might have to recheck it. All right, guys, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to refresh this one more time. And we're going to get 43 comments, and we're going to come down here. Good luck, everybody. Who's it going to be? I'll put it on 30 seconds for the... Well, I can see everybody run by there. Here we go. Palmer Conley.
He can't win.
His parents sign off on it. Congratulations, Palmer. It's a flashlight.
Oh, that's fine.
Palmer,
He's not allowed to have anything sharper than a butter knife.
Congratulations, brother. A second time winner. So you're going to send me an email, even though I've got your address right here at gmail.com. And congratulations, buddy. Now, unfortunately, it will not go out till Monday because I won't be able to get it out. Well, I take that back. If I get motivated and don't go to sleep right when I get off this, I'm going to, I'll go ahead and print you a label and try to get it in the mailbox tomorrow. You're not missing much. Satisfaction, you are going to win, buddy. You've got winner written all over you. It's just a matter of time.
I thought he had something else written all over.
I like to just send Maddie stuff from time to time. Crazy stuff. Palmer, are you sure? You want it, buddy. Doing something kind for somebody. Maddie, email me. Palmer is stepping up for you. Palmer, that's awesome, dude. I love when people do something kind for somebody. But you're never required to. That's awesome, dude. He is a lovable bastard, dude. Maddie, shoot me an email, brother.
I'm so on the fence about that kid.
I've got your address, so let me go to Pirate Ship. I think I got you in here.
Did my girls go to bed? Oh,
Are they sleepy?
They were up working their asses off a minute ago, and then they both disappeared.
They got their work done, dude. Maddie, shoot me your email. I think I've got it, but I didn't see it in there.
Oh,
So what do you got going the rest of the weekend, buddy? Are you just working?
Yeah, man. Same shit, different day.
God,
Work.
Well,
Work.
guys,
Painting while I'm pooping. You know.
dude, they're coming along though. I love the depth. I'm wearing my Jason Brown shirt tomorrow. I wore my B up tonight, but I've got my T-shirt for a Blade show. Guys, I'm going to have to take an Ambien and try to get to sleep, or decide to stay up and be worthless tomorrow. But I should make it home tomorrow by 8:45 and do Off the Edge. Pocket Metal, you can.
That is craziness.
I know, well, and I might not if I don't make it back in time, but I hate to leave that slot open. You know, people want to hang out that aren't at Blade Show.
I think you do Off the Edge more now than Lefty does.
Yeah, he's got a new baby on the way.
Oh, yeah.
Lefty's
I don't know. I just know you're all the time posting about
solo.
it. So.
Yeah, I'm solo because it's been lights because he's doing a lot of housework, getting ready with the baby room and doing his best. So I get it. Plus, he doesn't like hanging out with me.
I mean, who does?
Nobody does. You do it just out of courtesy.
Oh, fucking
do it
you're the only person that I hear like constantly, like, whatever, like, oh, I'm not getting any views, and then all of a sudden you pass 10,000 subs.
Subs are nothing, dude. So you know why I get subs?
No, but it's just funny because like I remember when Big Red was trying to get to 10K, and it was like this whole like everyone was like talking about it, posting hashtags. Let's get. You just fucking did it,
dude. It's all shorts, and that's what's so bad about it. Because my analytics, when you look at them, 90% of the people.
It's fucking
no. But at the end of the month, you get this little recoup. So 92% of the people that watch my videos don't come back to watch my long form content. So I've got a very 8% a repeat. So I don't get I've got the subscribers, but subscribers are nothing until you get them engaged with your content. But that's my fault for doing shitty iPhone content. But it is what it is. But my growth is very.
What you need to do you have like a playlist set up of all your videos?
Most of them.
Every single thing you've made is in a playlist.
Not every single thing.
You do that, and then other people did this in the past. They asked for people like, hey, when you go to bed at night, Just open up YouTube and hit my playlist, and then I get my fucking watch hours in. You know what I mean?
That's what we did for Christine. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. Yeah, we did that for her, and there were some other people that
Well,
we
what's
did that shit
funny
for.
is when I was under my watch hours, because I hit subscribers way before, because it was all shorts, right? So I had Grateful Panic was living with me at the time, and he'd been using my iPad, and he forgot to log out. So at night, I would just turn the iPad on with Grateful Panic fucking streaming my playlist and just
Yeah,
let it run. And I'd accumulate the hours.
You chose spaghetti over the Gaw last Ranger. You missed. Palmer won. You should have been entered though beforehand, but yeah, you didn't.
Trying, I'm not worried about it. It's just, to me, I do it for a hobby. There's nothing. I don't have any delusions of.
This has got to be the hobby that seems to be giving someone the most ulcers.
Well, to be honest with you, I've gotten out of my buying stage. It's kind of working. I'm doing some trading now, and just to refresh my collection. And I'm doing videos on knives that I've had that I just don't love. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have stopped buying as much as I ever just slow down because it's like I don't know. I don't. It's ridiculous.
Night Food Doozle, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Thanks for being a channel member. We're about to get out of here because I've got to get some kind of plan for how I'm going to get my shit ready for in the morning. Pocket Mill, you got anything to add, brother?
No, not at all. You guys have a fabulous weekend, and go punch Greg in the face for me tomorrow.
I tell you what, we'll definitely have fun with Greg tomorrow. I don't plan on seeing him because, like I said, I'm going to be running, trying to just see a few things. But yeah, guys, and hopefully I'll leave a message when I get back if I'm going to be able to go live tomorrow, just for that spot. And guys, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other, and always try to choose the bait, not hate. Pocket Metal's got a hate pass, but he just needs it for therapy. I love you all. Let me get you some music to play you out. Where'd my music go?
It's going to be terrible. Whatever it is, I can guess.
I'm going to find you something good. Here you go. All right, kids.
Oh, Gary wants you to go stop by and check out some new Kershaw for him.
Okay, what's he want to see?
I don't know. The 50th. I don't know what that means. It must be some.
Oh yeah, that's that one that their big anniversary knife. I will, Gary. I'll take some pictures. I'm going to try to take some short video, not like I'm trying to take some short stuff that I can stitch together, just kind of as random shit. But guys,
oh, great! You hear this trash?
Enjoy it. Love you guys.
I missed it. I'm too late. All right, man. You have fun.
See you, my man.
Yep. Bye.